Have you ever wondered why certain topics, like intimacy and self-discovery in later life, are so rarely discussed? Why do we treat our evolving desires and connections as though they should disappear with age? Perhaps you felt curious or even uncomfortable thinking about it. But let me ask you this. What if exploring these ideas could unlock a deeper understanding of yourself, your worth, and your happiness? This video is about much more than biology. It's about embracing the richness of life at every stage. It's about breaking free from outdated taboos and reclaiming parts of ourselves we've been taught to ignore. Whether you've questioned the changes in your body, felt hesitant to discuss intimacy, or simply wondered if your feelings are normal, you're not alone. Today, we'll shine a light on these truths with honesty, empathy, and practical advice to enrich your life. Stay with me until the end, because this conversation isn't just about information, it's about transformation. Together, we'll explore the beauty of self-acceptance, the power of connection, and the wisdom that comes from embracing life's complexities, no matter your age. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Perhaps this topic intrigues you or even makes you a bit uncomfortable, but I urge you to stay with me for a moment. There's a profound beauty in approaching such sensitive subjects with honesty and respect. It opens the door to understanding ourselves better, peeling back layers of societal expectations and personal inhibitions. Let's take this journey together, one rooted in empathy and self-discovery. Take a moment to reflect on the society we grew up in. For decades, conversations about intimate pleasure, particularly in the later stages of life, were wrapped in silence, shrouded by layers of taboos, myths, and for many, an overwhelming sense of shame. It was almost as though acknowledging these feelings was a betrayal of one's age, dignity, or morality. Many of us learned to lock these thoughts away, burying them under a mountain of cultural expectations and internalized guilt. The belief was that such desires should fade with time, as though they were a fleeting luxury of youth, irrelevant or even inappropriate in our golden years. But here's the truth. Reality is far more nuanced and tender than those rigid societal norms allow. I'll never forget a conversation with my dear friend Laura. She called me one evening, her voice trembling with vulnerability. "Is it normal," she asked, "to still have these urges at my age? Sometimes, I feel like I'm doing something wrong." Her words struck a deep chord within me, not just because of the question but because of the raw emotion behind it. Her worry, her confusion, her longing for reassurance. Laura's feelings, I realized, mirrored the unspoken fears of so many others who wrestle silently with similar doubts. Let me say this loud and clear. Those feelings are entirely normal. They are a natural, beautiful part of who we are. The real issue lies in the fact that no one taught us how to talk about them. Generations of silence have created a void, leaving us to navigate these deeply personal experiences in isolation, often riddled with shame or misinformation. Today, I want to help bridge that gap. This isn't just a conversation about biology or science. It's about the very essence of how we perceive ourselves, our worth, and our capacity for joy in this later stage of life. Let's delve deeper, beyond the fear and discomfort, into a space of acceptance and understanding. This is an invitation to an honest conversation, one free from judgment or fear, where we can explore what pleasure and connection mean as we age. It's about reclaiming the parts of ourselves we were once told to ignore and embracing the richness of our evolving bodies and desires. A shift in perspective. Allow me to share something personal. Growing up, we rarely spoke about sexuality with any openness. It was a whispered subject, confined to the realms of youth or the early days of marriage. Anything beyond that felt almost unthinkable, as if pleasure had an expiration date. But when I turned 60, I began to see the world, and myself, differently. I realized my body still had needs, though they were expressed in ways that felt deeper, more intimate, and profoundly connected to my sense of self. It dawned on me that pleasure is not a privilege reserved for the young. It's a gift, a vital part of life, that we can cherish at any stage. A few years ago, I experienced a moment of transformation during a casual gathering with friends. Someone dared to broach the subject of intimacy and self-exploration in older age. What followed was nothing short of extraordinary. Stories spilled forth, hesitant at first but gradually more open, as we realized we were not alone in our uncertainties. One friend expressed a fear that masturbation might harm her cardiovascular health, while another admitted she felt disconnected from her desires but occasionally experienced moments of surprising intensity when reconnecting with her body. By the end of that evening, something remarkable had shifted. The weight of silence, the suffocating grip of shame, it had all lifted. We laughed, we cried, and most importantly, we listened. For the first time, many of us felt seen and heard, our shared humanity shining through in a way that bound us together. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. This experience taught me an invaluable lesson. Conversations about intimacy and pleasure in older age are not just important, they are essential. They help us embrace our bodies, acknowledge our desires, and foster a sense of self-compassion. Aging doesn't diminish our right to seek joy. If anything, it makes that pursuit all the more precious. So, as we embark on this dialogue together, I invite you to leave judgment and fear at the door. Let's celebrate the profound connection between our bodies, minds, and spirits, a connection that evolves with time but never loses its power to enrich our lives. This is your moment to reclaim your narrative, to honor the beauty of your desires, and to embrace the wisdom and vitality that come with living fully, no matter your age. Practical advice. 1. Embrace and accept change. Aging brings inevitable changes to your body, some subtle, others more noticeable. These transformations, however, are not signs of diminishing worth or beauty. Instead, they are testaments to a life well lived, each wrinkle and silver strand holding a story of resilience, love, and growth. Intimacy in later years is not about striving for the ideals of youth, but about embracing the wisdom and uniqueness of who you are now. This acceptance can be liberating, allowing you to release the unrealistic pressures and expectations society often places on us. When you recognize that your body, even in its changing form, is still deserving of love, pleasure, and connection, you create space for a deeper and more meaningful intimacy. 2. Seek reliable information. There are countless misconceptions about intimacy and self-exploration in older age. Myths and misinformation can lead to unnecessary fear, guilt, or hesitation. For instance, many worry that masturbation may harm their physical health or interfere with medical conditions, but the truth is quite the opposite for most individuals. Self-exploration can promote relaxation, improve circulation, and contribute to emotional well-being. However, it's natural to have questions or concerns, particularly when dealing with age-related health changes. Don't hesitate to seek advice from a trusted medical professional who understands your specific needs. With accurate information in hand, you can navigate this aspect of your life with confidence and clarity, free from unwarranted fear or doubt. 3. Listen to your body's wisdom. Your body is an ever-evolving guide, speaking to you in ways that often go unnoticed. When exploring intimacy, whether alone or with a partner, tune into the signals your body sends. Does the experience leave you feeling calm, joyful, or fulfilled? If so, you're on a path that nurtures your well-being. On the other hand, if discomfort or unease arises, view it not as a setback but as an opportunity for adjustment. Perhaps a different approach, technique, or mindset is needed. For some, discomfort may signal underlying health issues that warrant attention, so never hesitate to reach out for guidance. Listening to your body with patience and compassion ensures that you prioritize your comfort, health, and happiness. 4. Encourage open communication. If you have a partner, discussing intimacy openly can be a deeply healing and transformative experience. Too often, Couples shy away from these conversations out of fear of embarrassment or rejection, yet this silence can lead to misunderstandings and emotional distance. By expressing your feelings, desires, and even insecurities, you create an environment of trust and vulnerability that can bring you closer together. Perhaps your partner shares similar doubts or questions, but has been waiting for you to initiate the dialogue. Honest communication strengthens the emotional and physical bonds between you, fostering a sense of unity and mutual respect. It's not just about improving intimacy, it's about rediscovering and deepening your connection in ways that honor both of you. 5. Explore new forms of intimacy. Intimacy is far more expansive than traditional sexual activity. As we age, our needs and desires often shift, opening the door to new and profound ways of connecting. For instance, you might explore the joys of sensual touch, gentle massages, holding hands, or even cuddling under a warm blanket. These small acts can foster a sense of closeness and security. Beyond physical touch, consider practices that help you reconnect with your body on a deeper level. Activities such as meditation, yoga, or mindfulness exercises can cultivate a sense of inner peace and self-awareness, enhancing your ability to experience pleasure and relaxation. For those without a partner, these practices are equally valuable in building a fulfilling relationship with yourself. Pleasure doesn't have to fit into a conventional mold. It can be found in the way you care for and celebrate your body. 6. Embrace intimacy as a form of self-care. Recognize that intimacy, whether shared with a partner or experienced alone, is a form of self-care. It's a way of honoring your body, emotions, and desires. This perspective can be especially empowering in older age, as it shifts the focus from external validation to internal fulfillment. By prioritizing your own well-being and allowing yourself to experience joy without guilt, you reclaim a vital part of your identity. This isn't about indulgence, it's about nurturing yourself in a holistic and loving way. 7. Challenge the myths and rewrite the narrative. For decades, society has imposed rigid narratives about what intimacy should look like at various stages of life. Older adults are often portrayed as asexual or uninterested in pleasure, but these stereotypes couldn't be further from the truth. It's time to challenge those myths and rewrite the narrative for ourselves. Intimacy in later years can be just as meaningful, if not more so, than in youth, as it's often infused with greater wisdom, emotional depth, and self-awareness. By embracing this truth, you not only empower yourself, but also contribute to a broader cultural shift that normalizes these conversations for others. Overcoming challenges. As we journey through life, it's essential to recognize that sexuality is far more than a physical act. It's deeply intertwined with our emotional and psychological well-being. However, aging introduces unique challenges that can sometimes feel overwhelming. Hormonal changes may affect our bodies, the loss of loved ones can leave emotional scars, health concerns might shift our priorities, and cultural messages can weigh heavily, whispering that we should no longer have these desires. These challenges can make intimacy seem daunting, but they also present an opportunity for self-discovery and growth. Here's a truth that bears repeating. Pleasure is a form of self-care and self-love. It's not frivolous or indulgent. It's an affirmation of your worth as a whole, vibrant person. Continuing to connect with your body can do wonders for your self-esteem, serving as a reminder that you are still complete, with emotions, desires, and needs that are valid and important. Yet, the most significant barrier to enjoying intimacy in later years often isn't our body, it's our mind. Feelings of guilt, shame, or deeply ingrained societal beliefs can stifle our ability to embrace pleasure fully. Overcoming these mental hurdles is key to rediscovering the joy that comes from connecting with yourself or a partner. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Exploring sexuality in older age can also be an incredibly healing experience. Many of us grew up in a time when discussing such topics openly was taboo, leaving emotional wounds or a sense of restriction around intimacy. Now, in this stage of life, we have the freedom to redefine what pleasure and connection mean to us. It's a chance to shed outdated notions and embrace a fuller, more authentic version of ourselves. Steps for healthy and fulfilling exploration. 1. Listen to and accept your body. Your body is constantly evolving, and these changes are not barriers. They are opportunities to understand yourself in new ways. Sensations may shift, responses may vary, but this doesn't diminish your capacity for pleasure. Take time to explore what feels good without judgment. Celebrate your body for what it is today, not what it once was or what society says it should be. 2. Incorporate exploration into self-care. Think of intimacy as another form of self-care, much like meditating, reading, or walking in nature. Masturbation, for instance, doesn't need to have a specific goal like achieving orgasm. It can simply be a moment to reconnect with yourself. Approach it with curiosity and kindness, focusing on the process rather than the outcome. This shift in perspective can make the experience more fulfilling and less pressured. 3. Seek knowledge and guidance. If you have concerns about how age-related changes might impact intimacy, physically or emotionally, don't hesitate to seek out reliable information. Consult trusted sources or a healthcare professional who can provide tailored advice. Understanding your body and its needs can empower you to approach intimacy with confidence. 4. Foster open communication in relationships. For those in relationships, this stage of life is an opportunity to strengthen emotional bonds by discussing intimacy openly. Share your feelings, desires, and concerns with your partner in a safe and supportive environment. These conversations can deepen your connection and open the door to new forms of intimacy, fostering mutual understanding and a renewed sense of closeness. 5. Focus on more than the physical. Sexuality is not confined to physical acts. It can be explored sensually through touch, massage, or simply spending time appreciating your body. Practices like yoga or meditation can help maintain a positive connection with yourself, promoting relaxation and mindfulness. Sensuality can be found in small, everyday moments that nurture your connection to yourself or your partner. 6. Address negative emotions. Feelings of guilt, shame, or insecurity can sometimes arise when exploring intimacy later in life. These emotions are valid, but don't have to define your experience. Consider seeking guidance from a therapist, especially one specializing in sexual health or aging, to help process these emotions. A supportive professional can help you reframe your perspective and build a healthier, more compassionate relationship with yourself. 7. Create a comfortable environment. Your environment plays a significant role in fostering intimacy. Dedicate private moments to exploring your body in a safe, distraction-free setting. Soft lighting, soothing music, or a warm bath can help create a sense of comfort and relaxation, enhancing the overall experience. 8. Keep an open mind. Intimacy, like life itself, is deeply personal. Every individual has their own rhythm, preferences, and ways of experiencing pleasure. Be kind to yourself as you navigate this journey. There's no right or wrong way, only what feels authentic and fulfilling for you. Give yourself permission to experiment, learn, and grow without judgment. Rediscovering intimacy in older age is not just about reclaiming physical pleasure. It's about nurturing a deeper connection with yourself and those you care about. It's about honoring your journey, healing past wounds, and embracing the present moment with grace and courage. By facing challenges with an open heart and a curious mind, you can transform this chapter of your life into one of profound self-love and joy. Thank you for joining me on this important journey of understanding and self-discovery. Let's take a moment to reflect. What have you learned today that resonated with you the most? Is there one insight or piece of advice you'll bring into your life starting today? I'd love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring conversations and life-changing wisdom. Together, let's continue to explore the incredible possibilities that come with living fully at every stage of life. See you in the next video.